Hello, and welcome to another edition of Our Voice, Our Opinion. Today, our Hot Topic segment is about communication and relationships. All right, are there any topics that should be off limits with your spouse?
No, I don't think so at all. Plainly because whatever you're not willing to talk about with your spouse, someone else is willing to.
Ah, okay.
That's a good point.
Okay,
Very good
okay. Okay, well, what about, are there some things that you should just deal with yourself? Like, let's say you're no longer attracted to your spouse because of their appearance. No. Is that something that you should actually talk to them about? They've gained some weight, this, that, and the other, and you're just not attracted to them anymore.
If it's bringing discontent to you, and this is a relationship, this is a marriage, this is a relationship. If it's bringing discontent to you, I think it's very important for you to speak to your spouse about it. Absolutely, because I think that in due time, what it's going to do is going to fester up and bring up more issues down the road.
You're talking about it, but when do you decide that this is my issue and not their issue?
You know, there's a way to address things with everyone. You know your spouse, and you should know them to a certain point. Of course, people are always evolving. But there's a way that you can approach them in love, and it doesn't always have to be direct communication. It could simply be, babe, I got us gym memberships. Let's go to the gym and work out together. I mean, it doesn't always have to be that direct, harsh form that I think we automatically think it.
Aren't you supposed? Isn't your spouse's opinion or your partner's opinion supposed to be the most valued opinion?
Yes.
So my thing, if that's the case, then no matter what I say, it should be taken in whether you like it or not. If I'm coming to you with honesty and integrity, then I feel like in love, absolutely. Then I feel like you should be taken. You should receive it that same way, even if you don't like it. You know, you should understand that I'm coming to you because, like you said, it could be my problem at first. It's not our problem yet, but it's my problem at first. But I should be able to speak that it's my problem,
even if it is his problem alone. It's our problem still, because if he's unsatisfied for any apparent reason, she's going to be unsatisfied, and vice versa.
And it's going to come inadvertently. It's not going to come. It's not going to be. It's going to be unintentional.
I'm gonna be blunt about this. Communication is not an easy thing.
No.
It's really not. I think it's easier for a woman to communicate than it is for a man. Now, I think over time, if a couple is growing and they get more comfortable with one another, starting to build that trust and everything, I think a lot more hard topics to talk about would start to come more fluent for both of them. Sure. But fresh couples, new couples, and things like that, it's very difficult.
Complex.
It's very complex. Like, say if your husband has issues with porn, he's not going to come out and be like, "Honey, I love looking at porno flicks." You know what I'm saying? Knowing if his wife is against all that type of stuff, he's not just going to come out and be like, "Look, I got porn addiction." He's not going to do that because he's feeling uncomfortable. But over time, he may just come out and be like, "Look, I have issues performing in bed because I think I'm more attracted to the porn industry than I am to you." You see what I'm saying? And it's a complex type of thing, though.
In knowing your spouse, though, aren't there some things that you just know they cannot handle?
Sure.
Agreed.
There's plenty of things that you know your spouse can't
So
handle.
what do you do in that situation?
Is it
necessary?
It could be both.
My other thing is it necessary? That, for me, will bring, you can bring it up, but then my question is, so really? You know, that's what makes you attracted to me? That's it?
Well, but my wife brought that question up to me just the other day about if she was to gain weight, would I actually say something to her? And my response was, because of the type of male I am, I'm not going to say anything that is going to overly offend her. You see what I'm saying? That's going to knock her confidence out of the box. But what I will say is suggest some healthy alternatives to try to help her, you know what I'm saying, lose weight. I was saying, because I love you, let's strive to start eating right. Let's walk together and things like that.
And I won't come out and be like, baby, you can't too big. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's different. I mean,
let's talk about
to me, that's different because you're coming from a place of, sweetheart, you're 5'2" and you're 200 pounds.
Isn't that what you just say though?
But no, I said if you're just simply not attracted to her anymore, if she was, when you met her, a size 4,
let me
and she
say
moved
this.
up maybe to like a
That's my point right
size
here.
10,
Go ahead,
and
go
it's
ahead.
still not unhealthy necessarily, but it's a different. She looks different.
Can you
So
check
let me-
yourself
so-
though?
so let me say this then. Let me ask you this.
That's what I want to know.
So we're talking about the attractive thing, the attraction thing. So
Right.
if she wasn't that size at the beginning, then that's what attracted me to her. Her size, one thing, her size, her figure, whatever. Now
Right.
she's put on this weight, whether it be babies and food, laziness, all of the above. Because these are the things. So then you have to address, okay, why are you this big now? Not maybe to her, but this is what I'm saying. Why are you this big now?
Still.
And my thing is she really happy that big? Don't do that. Don't act like
If she never, trust me, you
But
have a
so-
baby,
so
you never
let me
had
ask
boobs,
you.
now you have
My-
boobs,
my
you never
other
had a
thing
butt,
is-
now you got a butt,
That
but
to
you
me-
got a little bit more weight on.
a little bit more, that's fine.
So
we're
what's
talking
your
about,
first
I'm
phone
talking
number?
about, here's the picture of you when we got together, when we were on that date at Kings Island.
What happened? 10
And
years
then
later.
here it is 4.5 years later,
Okay.
and you look
You're
like you
wrong.
hate
You are
that
not
person.
the same
My question
person.
I
is,
did not
who are
like
you
you.
now?
You're not the same person.
Who are you as a new person? Like, my wife, my husband may have evolved over years, but then I've evolved over years. So then you still have to take a look back at yourself. What makes you not attractive to her? How have you changed? Have you got a little bit?
They both, yes, I'm sure he has
Is it a
too.
new woman that's hitting on you that actually changed your perspective of your wife? What's internally changed in you that's also affecting how you perceive your wife?
Great question, and if you want to continue this conversation with us, join us on Facebook, Twitter, or our YouTube page, and thank you. We'll be right back.